Welcome to Donald Mackerel Gaming with me, Donald Mackerel. I'm on the last of my spooky month, October pickups. Let's just get straight into it. We've got a mixed bundle. I forgot I'd got to make one more video, to be honest. Technically, I should have made two, but I'm only doing one. Yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. So for those who saw my my very, very bad stream, live stream attempt at playing the Dead Space remake, you'll realise I really didn't like that game. Really thought it was quite bad. So then it's really confusing that I went out and picked up the Callisto Protocol, which I've seen my partner play, and I didn't enjoy what I saw. It looked really ropey. But I've been told it's easier than Dead Space. I think the scares are about the same level. Apparently the fighting mechanics are a lot better than Dead Space. I'm probably not going to enjoy it. It's just it was dirt cheap. It was only a few quid, like less than a fiver. So I thought I'd better pick it up, even though, as I say, my partner's already got it on the PS4. Really not going to enjoy that. Don't ask me to do a playthrough, because there's now no more horror playthroughs whatsoever until October 2025. But yeah, the Callisto Protocol for the Xbox One. Sadly, not the Series X. I thought it was Series X, but it wasn't. Move on to the next game. So we've got a couple of PS1 games coming up. I do like increasing my little PS1 collection. You can't quite see it on the camera. It's up the top here. I might show it one day. So yeah, enjoy increasing my PS1 collection. This is a game I've been after for quite a while. Genuinely been after this for a long, long time. So glad to finally get it. It is missing a front cover, which I will just hold up and show you. No front cover on it, so I do need to probably print out one of them. I'm not a proper geek. I don't care if things are 100% original, as long as they look decent. But I'll let you into the secret of what it is. It's Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, which I remember playing as not a very young boy, but definitely like teenager, early 20s, I'd say, like late teens, early 20s. I remember that playing it around my friend's house, and I was enamoured with it. I'm guessing if I play it again now, it's not going to be as good as I thought it used to be. But it's still a game I've wanted for a long, long time, and it's ridiculously blooming expensive. Like, I think this cost me 50 quid, and that was a bargain. So, yeah. But it does, as I say, it comes with the manual. Big old thick boy manuals. I don't know if you remember them. You don't get a manual at all now, do you? And even then, they used to just be like a thin piece of paper. And the disc is immaculate. So, definitely worth having. And again, I don't mind printing out a front cover when it only cost me 50 quid. So yeah, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. And again, another one that's been on my list of games to get for ages. I've always been slightly, I wouldn't say I'm too poor to get it. I'm just too tight to pay what the market demands. But I wanted it to fluff out my collection for this particular series. This one, sadly, is missing the manual. I think the manual alone is something like £25, which I don't care. I'm just going to play the game. It's Diablo on the PlayStation. So, yeah, already got that for the PC. Really, really cool game. And again, I used to have this. This is one of the ones I was forced to sell on a car boot against my will. Yeah, wish I'd kept it, because this now, you're looking, God, I think it's about 80 quid for a complete one. Again, this cost me about, I think it was £45 to get Diablo without the manual. I haven't actually checked the quality of the disc. Let's have a quick, oh God, that's falling out already. Let's have a quick check of the disc. Oh, that is pristine. That is perfect. I'm glad. I am glad to have that for 45 quid. But yeah, so I say I've already got it on the PC. I've got Diablo 2 on the PC. I've got Diablo 3 on multiple consoles, I think. Diablo 4 on the Xbox Series X. I'm never going to download the mobile game. I don't even know if it's still available, but that doesn't class as Diablo game to me. But I do like getting variants of it. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got that back for the PlayStation. So lovely to have Diablo on the PS1. And let's move from that straight onto the PS2. We've gone from 2 games that I will play and that I will love to 2 games, one of which I've played the first version of and really didn't like it. I've been told the second version is better. And the second one, from what I've been told, is one of the worst games in the series. Let's see what we're on about. So the first one is Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. So yeah, I played File 1. This is back in the day though. I played it when we didn't really have internet access on the PS2 over here in the UK. So it was a multiplayer game that I was playing on my own. And for that reason, I really, really, really didn't like it. I quite like the idea of what I've been told now, which was if you could have played it online, you could play as a zombie. Like your character could technically turn, but you still have control over them. And it doesn't mean you go around like hunting your fellow players. You can just be a helpful zombie, go around like opening doors or blocking off other zombies and things like that. So it sounded really cool. I don't know if you can get a modern PS2 online. I've not looked into it. I wouldn't do it anyway. But this is another one. It's another online Resident Evil game. From what I've been told, this one, I think it's more friendly to a single player. Yeah, it's basically designed for multiplayer, but I think it's more friendly to a single player. So glad to get it. Wasn't that expensive either. So yeah, that buy wasn't that expensive. I mean, I think it was about like £12, something like that. This one cost me a tenner. This one, I've been told, is awful. It's nothing like anything else in the series. I shouldn't have bought it apparently, but I just wanted it to fluff out the collection. Resident Evil Dead Aim for the PS2. So apparently it plays like a Resident Evil game. When you get into a shooting situation, it turns into like a gun game. So like a shooting game. So the viewpoint switches to first person, and you got I want to say it's called a reticule. Is it called the target? You got one of those on the screen that goes around, and you have to zap the zombies. So yeah, I've been told it's awful. I don't know, it's something different in it. I might actually enjoy it because I'm not very good at Resident Evil games, but yeah, got those 2. That's fluffing out the PS2 collection. I'm sticking to the horror theme so far. I'm going to destroy that because we're moving on to the Nintendo Wii, the fabled machine of horror. Adult surprises galore on the Nintendo Wii. So we're going to go with one which is possibly the scariest game ever made. It's Overlord Dark Legend. So yeah, what would you call it? You control minions basically, like they're like little goblins or demons or something. You are a big demon. I don't think you're Satan. I don't think you're the devil, but you're like a huge demon, and you've got little goblin-y demon things that go in and do your bidding. It's a bit like a mildly evil version of Pikmin, from what I've been told. I do have other versions. I think I've got Overlord and Overlord 2. Never played either of them, but it just looks fun. So I thought, £1.50, £1.50 at me little local shops. I thought, do you know what? I'll pick that up. £1.50, blimmin' heck. It's a third of a pint. So yeah, gladly have that for £1.50. And again, it'll look nice in me Wii collection. This one won't look nice because from what I've been told, I've got the PSP version of this. The PSP is a 1-for-1 remake of the PS2 version, which is the iconic version. They also ported it to the Wii and dumbed it down heavily, like took a lot of the gore out of it and made it a bit wishy-washy. But still, it was only £5. Manhunt 2 on the Nintendo Wii. Still not played the PSP version of it yet. Had it a while now, but still not played it. But yeah, from what I've been told, this one it's not the way to play it, but for £5, I think like the PS2 one, again, if I'm remembering rightly, the PS2 one goes from like £100 to about £115, £5. So for the sake of missing out on a bit of gore and having it on a big TV screen, quite happily have that. So yeah, Manhunt 2 on the Wii, and the final game of the October spooky month pickups. Again, I'm not sure if you'd class this as a horror game. I think it is. I think it's a horror game. I've recently picked up the first one in this series. I was looking for this one on the PS2, but again, the PS2 games are fetching a pretty penny at the moment. This one was dirt cheap. This one cost me, oh God, I want to say 12, maybe £15, something like that. Yeah, it's Obscure 2. Or is it Obscura? I don't know. Obscure 2 on the Nintendo Wii. So again, sort of Resident Evil viewpoint. The first one was set up in a school. I think this one is in college. They've not been very original with it. But yeah, so what does it say here? 2 years ago, a group of young teenagers, there we go, a group of young teenagers was trapped inside their school. Were trapped. So I think you need to go back to school, whoever wrote this. 2 years ago, a group of young teenagers was trapped inside their school. Haunted by creatures unleashed by their... Oh, no, don't give it away. Don't give away the plot. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, now the survivors have picked up their lives and joined college. But all is not right at Fall Creek University. Strange flowers suddenly appear everywhere on the campus. Appear suddenly everywhere on the campus. Oh my God, my mouth. My mouth is as bad as the person who wrote this. Containing a dangerous substance. That induces strange but vivid dreams. Yeah, I remember when I was at college, I used to imbibe dangerous substances that give me weird dreams. Anyway, Obscure 2 for the Nintendo Wii, which I didn't even realise existed. I know Obscure was on the Xbox and the PS2. I thought Obscure 2 was only available on the PS2. Turns out they made a Wii port of it, even though there was no Obscure for the Wii. And bizarrely, they then did a sort of rehashing of Obscure 2 / follow-up game, which is awful for the PSP. So I won't be getting that one. I probably will if I see it. I'll get it, but I'm going to tell myself I'm not going to buy it. But yeah, might be interesting. Don't know. Might be a horror game I can play. Let's find out. But anyway, yeah, that's my pickups for October. That's the last of them anyway. Yeah. What do you think of them? Any good? Have you played any of them? Have I got anything horrifically wrong? I normally blooming do, don't I? Again, the Callisto Protocol, I'm probably not going to play. I don't think I'll enjoy it anyway, but I might give it a go. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, banger. Diablo, banger. Resident Evil Outbreak Fall 2, not too sure about. Dead Aim, I might have fun on that. It sounds awful. Overblood Dark Legend, potential to be a good game for me. I don't know. It definitely looks like it's made for kids, 12 plus. Manhunt 2, I will keg my pants playing that. And Obscure 2, it's only a 16, so it can't be that freakishly gruesome. So yeah, that's my little bundle. Thank you for watching this month. Thank you for all the people that have tuned in to the live streams. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and maybe I'll do it again next year. I don't know if I haven't garroted myself by then. Oh my God, this has been an horrible month. I don't like horror games, but thank you. I'll do anything for you guys. I like you a lot. So thank you for tuning in. This has been Donald Mackerel, Don Rocco Gaming. See you all again soon.